What's going on, everybody? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we are back with another banger. So please smash that like button, you guys, and subscribe. And yeah, man, we're gonna talk Isaac Pitbull Cruz versus Rolly Romero. Man, it went down this weekend. It was an awesome fight. Isaac Cruz, was coming forward. The WBA world title was on the line, and Isaac Cruz had never been a world champion before this fight. Okay, and so this was real big for him and his family, and he didn't disappoint. He didn't disappoint from round one. He was just from the opening bell, man. It was a different focusness that Isaac Pitbull Cruz had. He had his head down, shelled up in his defense, and was letting his punches fly. It almost looked like with his head down at times, almost like a Danny Garcia-ish, but he wound up hurting Rolly Romero in like the first, second, and like fourth, fifth. I mean, the guy was all over the place, man. I think Rolly Romero was still concussed after the fight. But Pitbull Cruz did get the stoppage. I was predicting more of a 1 through 6 stoppage for Isaac Pitbull Cruz. I put one bet in for Pitbull Cruz to stop him just by KO. I put $100 on that. You get back 74. The odds were okay. You didn't have any plus odds for Pitbull Cruz to get the knockout. So you weren't getting 100% of your money back for that bet. But it paid out. It was cool. I to be honest with you guys, man, I think Isaac Pitbull Cruz has a real fun, fan-friendly, fun style. He lets his punches fly. He got tagged up a couple times. I'm not saying that Rolly Romero was completely out of the fight, because he was definitely touching him up in spots. But it was sparingly. It was here, there, and it wasn't enough. And I just feel like Rolly Romero, to be at this top level, you got to be able to be a dog in there. And I thought that Isaac Cruz had more dog in him, and had more, just to me, it looked like he was more motivated to me. Rolly Romero in the lead up to this fight was talking about a chihuahua and all of this stuff. I didn't buy into any of that. I was telling DC Mike the whole week. I was like, look, Pitbull Cruz is going to get this knockout. I thought it was going to come a lot earlier than that, just because of the styles. I think, to be honest with you guys, if you want me to be technical, I really think that Pitbull Cruz could have got Rolly out of there in rounds 1 or 2. He hurt Rolly pretty good in round 1, and Rolly held on. Rolly does have heart, so I'm not gonna just sit here and just shit on Rolly. Rolly showed that he had heart, but he was getting hit with shots that, if you're a world champion, you should be able to, have a better defense than that, and he didn't. He didn't, and that cost him. That cost him big, and right now, I just think that Rolly Romero, with his trainer, him leaving Bullet, or Bullet leaving him, I just don't think that he had that dog in him this training camp, to me. I think Bullet, demanded a certain amount of respect from Rolly that he was giving him up into a point. And it looked like almost after the Tank Davis fight, him and Bullet just went their separate ways, and like I said, man, right now, Isaac Pitbull Cruz, I would like him in there with Sabril Matisse. That's a good fight. There's a lot of other fighters out there that he can fight. The Matisse fight really, or the Matisse fight, excuse me, Matisse, that's another, Lucas Matisse, man. That was, he fought Danny Garcia. That was another good fighter. He's Argentinian though. 2 different ways you spell it and stuff like that. But yeah, man, Subriel Matisse, man, he's a dangerous fighter. I would love to see him and Pitbull Cruz go at it. Pitbull Cruz can now try to build his legacy now. You know, he lost to, you know, Gervonta Tank Davis, and I believe he took an early loss in his career as well. I believe he has 2 losses. But that doesn't define you. That doesn't define you. And we've seen that, you know, Pitbull Cruz can come back after taking an L to Gervonta Tank Davis and come back and win in devastating fashion. I knew the way he hit Gervonta Tank Davis and got his attention, I knew that Pitbull Cruz was going to be something to fuck with. He wasn't going to be anything to fuck with Rolly. You know what I mean? Like, Rolly needed to be dialed in, and he wasn't. You know? You needed to stick to a boxing from the outside and you know, try and use some of your reach to your advantage, which you did have the reach advantage. And I didn't really see a whole lot of that from him, you know, from Rolly, you know. He, like I said, he did that sparingly. But sparingly isn't going to get it cut, you know, in the world of boxing, especially at the championship level. You got to be very, very, very keen on your defense. You got to have a tight guard. And, you know, you got to bring your hand back after you throw that jab. You got to bring it back. I mean, Rolly's hands were low as shit the whole fight, and he was just getting caught. You know, protect yourself at all times. So yeah, man, let me know what you guys think in the comment section, man. And yeah, man, we'll be back with another one, man. This is Corey Lee Boxing, baby. Peace.